So most of us will never know what it's like to be a rock star, but it doesn't mean that we can't smell like a rock star. And today I'm taking you to one of the coolest places in the entire world, and that's Songbirds, the world's largest vintage guitar museum here at the Chattanooga Choo Choo in downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I'm gonna be telling you 5 fragrances that I think will have you smelling like a rock star. This is gonna be an awesome episode, guys. I'm gonna be like a little kid in a candy shop, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, so you're gonna wanna stay tuned. Cue that intro. Going on, my beautiful fragrance family? I hope each and every one of you are having an amazing day, and welcome back to the beautiful city of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Right now we are in Passenger Street, right outside the Chattanooga Choo Choo. Right behind me is the world's largest vintage guitar museum, Songbirds. Songbirds has an incredible and crazy vintage guitar collection. I think it's about $77 million worth of vintage guitars. Some of the most iconic hands have stroked the fretboards of all the guitars sitting up there. Talk about history. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into today's Rockstar Whiffs and Sniffs. The first fragrance up on my list actually was co-created by a rock star, and it also happens to be my scent of the day. What's your scent of the day? Mine happens to be Xerjoff, Tony Iommi. This has quickly become my favorite Xerjoff. It's extremely intoxicating. It vibrates with me like a brand new set of Ernie balls. And no, I'm not talking about the things dangling between your legs. I'm talking about guitar strings, because this bad boy vibrates. What do I get from it? Passion fruit. So you get this like tropical vibe mixed in with this rum right off the bat. You get this fruity sweetness, and you're getting that boozy quality. You're also gonna get some beautiful leather in here. Now I gotta deal with the wind. I'm like in a wind tunnel. But the part about this fragrance that I love the most is the dry down. Patchouli, vanilla, and tonka bean. You get this powdery tonka, but you're also getting like this dirty and slightly filthy and sexy patchouli mixed in with this underlying sweetness of vanilla. This truly smells like a rock star. It was co-created by a rock star. It's freaking amazing. Now it is pricey, but man, I'll tell you what, this is a freaking beast. It lasts forever on my skin, and I just absolutely love the way that it resonates. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I suggest getting this bottle here because it's about $300 cheaper than this bottle right here. What really matters is the juice, and who cares about the bottle? But I think the bottle actually looks really stinking cool. So this fragrance, 100% guaranteed, gonna make you smell like a rock star. The spokesperson behind it is technically a rock star, but also a movie star. And I'm talking about Dior Sauvage Elixir. You're probably asking yourself, Brian, why would you choose Elixir over any of the other Dior Sauvages? Well, it's because the rest of the Dior Sauvages make you smell like you're in a boy band. Elixir makes you smell like a rock star. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's the Dior Sauvage that I've been waiting for. It's spicy. You get the lavender in it. You're getting this really nice patchouli in the base. You're getting these really nice woods. I believe there's a little bit of vetiver in here as well, but I just love the spicy qualities. This is also a beast. Now, it does pop up at discounters, okay? You can get this for a pretty stinking good price, around that $130 mark, compared to, what is it, $165 that you would pay at full retail. In my opinion, this is the rock star of the Dior Sauvage line. This is sexy. Not saying the other Dior Sauvages aren't sexy. This has more depth. I love the spiciness of it. It's still fresh, but it's got some warmth to it. Perfect for evenings out, like going to a concert over at Songbirds. And that's right, yes, Songbirds also hosts concerts. It's like a double-edged sword, vintage guitars and concerts. What could be better? Oh, smelling great by rocking Dior Sauvage Elixir. fragrance on my list. When I was putting together the list of fragrances that I consider that make you smell like a rock star, I really wasn't expecting this one. The more I smelled it, I was like, this is something that like Johnny Cash would rock. And it's Roja Parfums Apex. Apex is definitely a mature fragrance. I would not recommend this if you are in your teens or your 20s. Though, you actually might enjoy rocking it. Like I always say, get yourself a sample or decant and test drive it, just like you should with all of these fragrances. But this is a really nice chypre. Now it starts off with a little bit of citrus and a buttload of oak moss. Getting this really resinous fir quality. You're also getting a little bit of citrus, all right? You're also getting a little bit of that fruitiness, but this is just really oak moss heavy and woody, and lots of kind of dirty musks. I believe there's also some patchouli in here. You have a slight florality within the heart, and that is just really complementing that oak moss, adding a nice aromatic touch, adding a little bit more greenness to it, but it's kind of rugged. It's a little rough, but in a good way. I could totally see Johnny Cash rocking this. I could totally see Stevie Ray Vaughan rocking this. It's very luxurious, but at the same time, it's very edgy, and that's what I like about it. Good longevity out of this one as well. Projection is really, really good. I have gotten nothing but great feedback every single time I've worn this fragrance, and I was actually a little surprised. This is nice and dark and rich, but it has a nice freshness to it as well. So if you want to smell like a, definitely check out Roja Parfums Apex. Next one definitely had to be on here because what do rock stars wear? They rock leather. And actually most of these fragrances have leather. I know I didn't even say this in my Roja review, but there's also leather in it. And this one is definitely a leather fragrance, and it's Tom Ford Ombre Leather Parfum. Now the reason I went with the Parfum, it's fresher, it's ozonic, but it's also got that really nice supple black leather. It's also got almost like a suede quality to it, but you're gonna get some violet leaf in here. You're gonna get a little bit of like a green tobacco. I mean, this thing is beautiful. And the one thing that tops it off for me is the orris. The orris gives it like a buttery feel. This one actually trumps the Eau de Parfum in my opinion. I still love the Eau de Parfum. It's a little bit rough and edgy, and this one is still edgy, but it's just a little bit cleaner. I like what this one does because you can wear it in more situations. It's a little bit more versatile, but it still will make you smell like a rock star. Really good longevity yet again. I'm really impressed with the longevity out of this. I get 8+ hours. You get a bit of a softer projection. This one sits a little bit closer to my skin, but regardless, I think it's awesome. Go check out your local department stores. I'm pretty sure they'll have it, but check out Tom Ford Ombre Leather Parfum. The last rock star on my list comes from a fashion designer that's all about rock stars. In fact, he owns his own record label. It's coming from Varvatos, and this one's Dark Rebel. Now, I believe this is discontinued. I'm not really sure, but it pops up at rack stores and it pops up at discounters all the time. This smells like a badass. I mean, honestly, this is just a badass fragrance. Out of a lot of the Varvatos, this one's my favorite. I enjoy that not everybody likes it. So it's got castoreum in it. So you get this nice, filthy, kind of animalic musks, but you're also getting right off the bat, you're getting some booze, you're getting some rum. This has every like badass note in it. It's got leather, it's got tobacco, it's got rum, it's got this beautiful fir resin in it that gives it this really resinous quality that also likes to vibrate off my skin. You're getting some sweet vanilla, you're getting a nice ambery quality, you get this nice resinous quality. This thing is dark and it's suitably named Dark Rebel because it is. This smells like Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Terminator. This fragrance is what I imagine Iron Maiden wearing. It's dirty, it's sexy, and it'll make you smell like a rock star. Now, longevity is not that great, all right? 4, 5, 6 hours possibly, depending on if you spray on your clothes, which I do, but it will definitely get you through the concert and hopefully get you backstage VIP. So if you haven't got your nose on it yet, see if you can find a sample or decant, or if you see it at your, rack stores, I definitely think it's worth a blind buy, especially if you like animalic, dark, resinous fragrances, but it also pops up at discounter, so keep an eye out for it. Varvatos, Dark Rebel. All right, there it is, guys. 5 fragrances that I think will help you smell like a rock star. Well, at least they make me smell like a rock star. What are some of your favorite fragrances that you think smell like a rock star? Let me know. Drop me a comment down below. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful day outside of Songbirds Vintage Guitar Museum, the world's largest vintage guitar museum, located at the Chattanooga Choo Choo, downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you guys are ever in the Chattanooga area and you love guitars, then you better bring a change of underwear, because this is a guitar lover's wet dream. I'm like a little kid in a candy shop, man. I was drooling in there. Seriously, it's freaking awesome. But that's it for me today, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and always remember you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.